What's up, baby dolls? Giving you another juicy update. Today, the PulseChain core coins are green, which is lovely to see. BankX still continue to sell their eHEX. Remember, friends, it's all right, man. It's okay. It's going to be fine. They're down to only like 360 million eHEX left. They start off with 860 million. So, yeah, they are now dwindling supply. I would still prefer, I mean, look how confident I am. I'd love for them to keep selling as PHEX rallies to further disconnect the ratio. Don't forget, most importantly, the others BTC chart is green. Why have I mentioned this to you twice a day, every single day? It's so you keep yourself grounded, so you don't fall off the bull. We are in an alt season, okay? We are in an alt season. It's undeniable. To me, we are in an alt season, and this is exactly what we're playing for. We've flipped green on the weekly super trend. The best is yet to come. Now, later on, friends, in a couple of hours, I have a very special, I've made a 40-minute UFO video for you. You got to watch it after this. I go through a lot of the New Jersey sightings for the UAP, UFOs, friends. I've even got at the end a Bible quote which describes one of them. That's right. You watch that whole thing. I love it, man. I can go for hours and hours. I've got so much content coming for you. But first, let's celebrate the friendship that we are dealing with. This is the Bitcoin price chart. Remember, we are in the bull market. The weekly super trend still green. The pit stop area. You know, a lot of people, friends, you just be in tune with yourself, okay? Dopamine comes. It's really addicting, yeah. It really is, okay? It's this little drug. Your brain's feeding you drugs. And then once it gets cut off, you're like, oh, I'm sleepy, I'm tired. You'll notice that. Even Crypto Kobe, man, as I told you yesterday, he just makes a post like, man, I'm so tired. That's what happens, yeah, because you crash. The energy's gone. That's all right. That's okay. You just got to deal with it. It's a cycle. Friendly reminder, as I mentioned to you before, Soylana flipped red on the weekly super trend against Ethereum. Sol ETH, okay? So it's been green the whole time, okay? So it's opportunity cost in a bull market. It doesn't go to zero. It doesn't drop 99%. Absolutely not. But it's just showing you like your opportunity cost in the next 6 or 12 months. You could have a big cost because you're focusing on stuff that already has maximum consensus. And then like, I mean, it's no coincidence. The Solana girls' house was already pinged. You're too poor to stay in the Solana girls' house. Woo! Here is why. You see all these friends, all these harpies out here. Soy out here. You even remember the video, friends. Warning, warning. You know this video, friends.
This is what a reality TV show gets you at the Solana Villa. Speed tour. This is the living room.
It's just, there's a meme in here. Just remember, man. Now, what I love most from all of these friends, and I'll go through the video here, okay? This is a warning to all Soylana. There you go. So why I'm very, very excited as well is look how long it took for the market to kind of like slowly turn on that weekly super trend. Do you see that? That's why I'm bullish. What that tells me, friends, is if now, it's not a guarantee, okay? Not a guarantee. I'm just a guy on the internet, speculates on his own money. If we have an end of 2025 pump and there's some sort of hyperloop or something, you know, Richard Hart, Pete I, whatever, okay? And everything goes up, come back down, and we have like a hyperloop move. What it tells me is the distribution of it, it has good chances. It's not going to be, oh, you have to sell this one day and it's over. Okay, it's going to give you time. It's going to give you time to think about the big shift of people who have now entered. See, were these people believing HEX is a better Bitcoin when it was down 99.74%? Or did they go the way of the soy? Were these people joining PulseChain when your friend Sommi made 4,200 plus videos about it, telling you that it's priced like a celebrity meme coin, but it's actually worth as much as a strong neo-religion? It's 22x at least undervalued, up to 49x. Were they joining there? No. Okay, now the haters are joining. Why? Because they missed out money. Maybe because Richard Hart is doing a wallet sacrifice. Maybe because Pete I is now $1 and they're doing a hyperloop and they're fascinated. Okay, that's okay. Like, that's the game. Just I'm here to help you. Okay, I don't care about them. I care about you. So it will be controversial, and maybe a lot of people don't like me, but I don't really care about a lot of people. Okay, like I see it, friends. I have the PlayStation controller in my hand, and yeah, it's a game. And okay, the game is, yes, when the boss comes, press circle to dodge, hit him from behind, and then rinse and repeat until his HP's gone. Okay, then you move on to the next level. Yes, that's the game. Okay, well, in crypto, the game is buy low, sell high. Buy in the depression, sell euphoria. Buy when no one believes. Buy when everybody's pessimistic. Sell when everyone starts to believe. Super, super hard. start to sell when everyone is euphoric and they're eating jelly beans, doing handstands, got glitter on their face, okay? Running around naked. You see, that's selling time. Not because the asset is bad, it's just because the people who are entering, they have been poisoned with soy. That's why. When the haters come in, you can't trust them. Let them prove themselves. See, friends, when the haters come, I will speak to a lot of them. Go, hey, haters, there's 10 of you, okay? You've all joined $1 million clips into PulseChain. Here's the thing, haters. I do trust some of you are real believers. I don't think all of you are believers, though. And I know what market cycles are like. They make the non-believers leave. They test them. You see? So that's the attitude you got to have. And we're going to have time to think about it. I think HEX is headed to 10 cents next. HEX is a better Bitcoin. Thank you very much, sir. I love this. I was in bed. I had a bit of a belly chuckle in here because it's like one of those generic, like a grandma, grandpa life-saving things. And it's like, here. HEX, the better Bitcoin. Oh, man, I love it. It's meant to be like, hey, the sunset. You've been building your house all day, building your future. That's what we want to see. And I'll just show you the HEX chart here, friends. Friends, when I have these, this is the fib level, okay? The highest fib level here is about 17 cents, 4.236. I would love for it to happen there, and then we come back down. And if you do another fib level, let's say it stops at 17 and it comes back down, do another fib level. There you go. The next one's 57 cents. That'd be great. I hope it just blows through. It doesn't have to stop at them. The models get blown apart. But yeah, we'll see. Also, friends, don't sleep on Icosa. I mean, you haven't been sleeping on it. It's up 16% today. Icosa is now 25 cents, man. This thing, friends, last time HEX was 3 cents 2 years ago. Icosa was $1.50. So this thing is literally still like 7x from where HEX was last time. And do you think HEX is done for the rest of the bull market? You know what I mean? They're basically saying Icosa is going to rocket. And if you want to really identify the value zones, this is it. Look how deep this is. By the way, friends, the ceiling price is actually 88. So Icosa is actually expensive at 88 now. Look how big the ceiling is, man. When that is huge, all right? That's because of how it works. Now, Icosa is just here. I mean, like, bro, just to get back to a value of 60, that's 8 times whatever HEX does. So if HEX does 10, you do 8 times 10 to get there, bang. But yeah, we're waiting for the updates and stuff from Alex. But yeah, the community believes. And boy, oh boy, do you have to believe, because 2025 is going to be a smooth drive down the highway. Love it. Ah, beautiful, friends. See how beautiful it is? Love it. Just very, very nice, casual driving down the highway. It's going to be a very wild ride for 2025. I can feel it. I'm going to play some angel music because I got to remind you, the only way to make it is to believe. There ain't a formula. No one's going to come out and give you 100% certainty. And people who try to do that, they're trying to sell you something. Now, friends, I have this interesting post that I made here. And there's been some interesting stats here. So it's for HEX. But it's a positive. It's not a negative. It's more like a neutral. Okay, so the average HEX stake for 2024 was only 50 days. Okay, so out of the top 1,000 biggest HEX stakes in 2024, there was total 74 billion. So all these shares, they were only doing it for 50 days. Okay, so initially, if you're a normie or you haven't thought about it much, and I get it, you might think this is bearish. You think, oh no, they're not staking long. No, man, it's not that. Okay, so the average length, remember, it's 7 years. It's down to 50 days, but it's simply people adapting because the market volatility, the price. I mean, HEX dropped 99%. So the market, everyone has just adapted, right? So when something drops like literally 99%, my gosh, even more, 99.8%, okay, people they change their behaviors on how they predict things will happen next time. So now no one wants to do long-term stakes. By the way, if you get it right, you get all that yield. However, the market, obviously everyone's spooked because they know if they're not liquid and they miss the bear market, they're not able to sell in 2025. Everything in 2026 and 2027 and 2028 will be like wasted. It'll be in terms of like just you'll be wasting all that time because you earned all that yield, but it didn't translate to purchasing power. Okay, so but where's the silver lining? So it makes it bullish on eHEX, not just the eHEX itself, but it puts my things to test in theory, friends. HEX, okay, The staking feature of HEX, I know people think it is HEX, the staking thing. It's actually not, okay? What is HEX is Richard Hart's spirit in the community. 250,000 people. That's what HEX is. HEX isn't a stake, you know what I mean? Like, all these little elements make up for it, but it's not just one piece. It's kind of like you have arms and legs and limbs. Yeah, staking is one of your limbs, okay? And it's very important. Like, if you lose your leg, are you like no longer a human? No, you continue, okay? So that's what I want you to understand. And it's not like to be some sort of inspirational Forrest Gump end of the movie credit roll scene. It's actually true, okay? You get to see it everywhere. With Doge, with SHIB, with Bitcoin, there's no tech. It doesn't matter. You don't need staking or no staking. It doesn't matter, okay? But it's part of the representation of that. Because the staking helps. It's not directly making the price go up. However, the spirit does. Because people are in here, it's an option to save yourself from yourself. You don't have to. You can put up a stake. You can take a position for the future. And we celebrate it, yeah? 5 leg stakes, and we're like shame people who don't do that. Yeah, it's part of the memes, part of the dreams. You have Hex Kareem and all these other personalities and characters that have appeared around that. And it is important because it makes up the character, because that is what differentiates HEX from, say, Bitcoin. That's why HEX were a better Bitcoin. Did you know that? So if Bitcoiners say, oh, but you lost all your purchasing power, I go, it doesn't matter, bro. You can't stake. You can't stake, okay? You can't stake and earn yield. You can't earn yield. You get diluted by the miners, friends. See, the HEX was so powerful. It was so powerful, it actually disconnected from the chain. Resurrection prophecy. Also, remember we have BankX, friends. BankX selling eHEX, and you can, I've shown you the ratios a lot. You can use the eHEX PX ratio just to get an idea of the fair value range. But now that you know, people are doing 50-day stakes anyway. The Ethereum gas cost, it's a bonus saving the fee on PulseChain, which is the greatest neo-religion in crypto. It's a bonus, but it's not everything. Okay, what's everything? Like I said, is the people. So HEX from Ethereum, friends. If everyone's doing 50-day stakes, so just to outline you, so the longer you stay staked, the more exponentially your gas fees go up. Because when you end the stake, it has to compute it for like every single block or something it does, and it basically adds it all up, and it does some sort of function or whatever. So don't worry about that, but that's pretty much what happens. So the gas cost is not as relevant to user decision making as you think. It's not as relevant, okay? Why? I mean, like, don't worry about why. It already happened. People were doing $400 swaps in 2021. Why? Because they don't mind paying a $400 gas fee swap because they're trying to make a 10x on their money. Yes. Well, it's the same thing now. I guess you don't mind paying your cost because you believe you're going to get a much higher value. Doesn't mean like, oh, let's raise up the cost. I'm not saying that. I'm just saying that that's only the supply side consideration. There is demand side out here. So it's like, okay, are you going to eat a yummy donut? Are you going to eat it? You're going, oh, the cost is that your blood sugar levels are going to go up and there's going to be calories consumed for the day. And it's like, yeah, I've already computed that, but I'm going to get so high off the dopamine from eating that yummy donut that I'm going to eat it anyway. You see, we make these decisions ourselves. Now, there was this interesting discussion. Should we lower the HEX user inflation rate? Right now, it's actually 11%. The user inflation, remember the whole one is 3.69. But 11% for the user inflation. We remove that away. But I actually think if you lowered the rate, the demand for HEX would go down. I actually do think that. I think it would go down. Because I believe people then go seek other forms of yield. So I don't think you need to do anything. I think you just got to let it go, how it's going, and it's on the right path. So the game theory was, though, that as the yield goes down, people have to keep staking for longer to access the yield. That was the assumption. The assumption was like, okay, if you're getting like, 50% less yield, so instead of getting like 11, we go down to 7%, you should increase your stake at the time from 3 years, now it becomes 4.5 years. And it like helps it glide up over time because people have to stake longer. But actually what we found people do is sell and just go rotate to something else. A lot of them go and do that, right? Now I do believe, remember, friends, everything's liquidity bonded anyway. I do believe that in 2025, more long-term staking things will appear because we'll have the Euphoria. Right? That's pretty much what it might come down to. And if the prices go moonshot, like if PulseChain, if we go up, if Ink goes to $45, if PulseChain can go above 10x day one sack, and and these things just start going up, everyone's going to feel like really motivated to go do these things and plan themselves out ahead. And yeah, but it is something to think about, man. Like the purchasing power wipeout it's brutal because in crypto, you're a long duration asset. So there's an upside and a downside. The upside is, okay, if you buy low, you make an enormous amount of money. Metcalfe's law, because it goes parabolic, it's a square of the function. Yeah, so if you increase the user base by 5, the price value increase is 25. That's nice. You get a 25x, 25 times your money. Huge. That's the upside. So what's the downside? The downside is that you can't access your liquidity for a very long time. Crypto 4-year cycles, right? And it really is. In altcoins, it's 3 years down, 1 year up. Yeah. In Bitcoin, though, it's 3 years up, 1 year down. All right. That's how you know. So Bitcoin, bear market down, but then it starts going up 2023, 2024, and then explosion next year. You get it? Bear market down, and then it starts going up. Picks up speed more. Altcoins, different story. Altcoins are more like, yes, yeah, they go down in the bear market, and then in the next recovery year for Bitcoin, they can't even go up. They go down again. So they're basically going sideways as Bitcoin goes up, but the alt BTC ratios keep bleeding, as you see pretty much here. Look at this. You see that? So you go down, 2023, look at that. You go down pretty much again. You go down again. Oh, recovery. Down again. You see? So literally you're just going down for 3 years. And others BTC. 1, 2, 3, trash. However, the year that you go up blows everything out of the water. And it makes it so worth it. Beyond your wildest imaginations and dreams. I don't like talking like that, but it's true. Statistically, it is true. So you take all that risk. Now, why does that happen is because people don't know what they're doing. They don't know what gems they hold in their hands. So they sell this thing down 99% to go chase something else. That's why you get those explosions. Also, once these go up, they're like, wow, this thing is the best thing since sliced bread. And yes, I do enjoy sliced bread, friends. Yes, I do put organic honey on them. And I cut up some strawberries, wash from the tap too. The best thing since sliced bread. And they've got to rush in, and they got to rush in now. Also, my friends, maybe you've heard of a guy named Richard Fort. That's for Andre there. He understands this more than anyone else. Okay? That's why he did the PulseChain sacrifice and the PulseX sacrifice in 2021. Okay? That's why he did it in 2021 and not in 2020. Okay? And that's why if we do a wallet sacrifice, if that happens next year, that's why it's not going to be done this year or last year or the year before. It's not going to be done in 2026 or 2027 or 2028. It has to be done like in that big cycle year. You get it? Shout out to my friend Rocketeer, man. I really love these graphics, bro. I've actually watched it. I've seen a lot of people on Twitter. They're commenting, man. These are really cool, man. I don't know why they're cool. I'm trying to think about why they're cool. I think like I think it's because it's slick. You see every logo. There's all the colors. And there's, I don't know, man. There's magical. There's things happening, man. Look, it's cool. Smoky fire. This is the eHEX, the PHEX. Pulse, man. This is cool. The PulseX, the ink is just, that's just nice. See, ink is like magical, friends. It's got like little stars and just flashes and stuff here. That's awesome, man. Keep that up. I really, I followed you for that. That's really great. I love seeing your artwork. I love seeing people's different interpretations of things out here. Just want to show you. So this is Rocketeer verse as well. I think he does some Poker Center stuff as well. Sure he does. Could rip 100x. Yes, Mr. T-Bird, we certainly can. So, not guessing, but yeah, PulseChain's actually undervalued by 22x. And I based it by the TVL and the on-chain activity compared to, you had PUI, which is SUI, XRP, Corridanzo, and then Telegram chain. That's why I randomly, live while we're recording, I just picked those 4. I'm like, wait a minute. We're like really undervalued. I'll just pick those 4 out, right? And they're, we're just criminally undervalued. Now, I'm going to read for you a Coinfessions Rekt friend story, and I'm going to tie it in. A lot of you got PTSD. You really want to know when to sell next year, okay? Coinfessions Rekt. A mother of 4 children. I've been investing in crypto for 4 years. My husband never supported me financially. I always paid for everything myself and the children. He recently found out I have crypto, and now he's being nice. Where was you when I needed things for the children? I actually hate him. Okay, so... man, that hurts, man. Like, you hate your husband, man. Hate's a strong word, you know. When I read it the first time, I didn't actually catch that hate word. Also, fools, bro. This guy, this made me laugh. First comment. Buy him fart coin as a Christmas gift. Got a point there, though. But also, if you hate him, you're not going to be liking it because it might go up. You might be sending him a unicorn. So So crypto, friends, is going to change your life in 2025 for the better. And a lot of you have PTSD. You want to know, please, Sommi, please, I don't want to say it. Look, man, 2025 is, look, let's think about it like this. Okay, let's look at altcoins and everything out here. 2022 was a buyer's year. Okay, now you're like, wait a minute, everybody told me to trade and sell. Oh, you mean all the poor people or all the KOLs who are just trying to protect their reputation, who don't know anything? Where are their peg nipples, huh? Huh? Don't listen to them. But you can. I'm just telling you, I don't listen to them for the reasons you do. I listen to them as a signal to tell me that what I'm doing is right because it's the opposite of them. They're saying to trade, which they did. They said, you should be trading and selling every 2 weeks in 2022. L for Leamington chocolate. I love them. Okay, so 2022 was a buyer's year. All right, 2023 was a buyer's year, and 2024 was a buyer's year. All right, what do you think 2025 is going to be? It's a seller's year. However, friends, I'm trying to help you out. Okay, yeah, seller's year. Okay, say that. But I'm going to be realistic with you, man. So, friends, look, here's the thing. Okay, I'm a father. You're my 18-year-old son, and you got your sister. She's 17. Okay, and I'm trying to warn yous. Okay, hey, in the next few years, you're going to go out to the clubs and, you know, your friends are going to drink and stuff. So I have a two choice. One choice, I can tell you, if you drink alcohol, you're the devil. I could say that, okay? How effective is that going to be, though? It's not going to be very effective. I know it won't. It'll be effective for a while. And then, friends, like, everyone knows, okay? The girl who, like, everyone knows that one. The girl or the guy who's, like, the most oppressed at home, they're the ones, like, nose deep into the bags, smacking up all the pills. Like, girls are out from home, lying, when you're just super oppressed. Yes, that doesn't work, okay? So, I guess a more realistic approach is to show, hey, there will be that stuff here. Okay, you will drink. You have to know your limit. How are you going to get home? Who are you drinking with? You know, if you're a girl, you can get spiked. You see all these elements? Yeah, you're introducing parts of the game. Okay, you can take that approach and be like, close your eyes. There's no game. There's no game to learn. There's nothing to learn. You can do that. Okay, but it doesn't work, man. It doesn't work. Okay, so and everyone's got their own approach. What I'm trying to do now here is teach you that game for 2025. So I could tell you, just click sell. Just click sell, Habib. Just click sell and everything will be all right. I know what happens next year, though. There's free money everywhere. Coins launch, coins move. Like 3 coins move, and then like, let's say they move a lot, and then because they've been moving up on like, you know, on daily charts. So you will have like a whole day to buy a coin that's like starting to move up because it's going to take like 14 days to reach the top. Yeah, that's a long time, brother. You get friends a whole day. Everyone's talking about one coin. You get a whole day to get in. That's next year. That doesn't happen in any other part of the cycle. Okay, so next year, yeah, it's a net seller's game. Okay, net seller. Net means overall selling, but there'll be many moments of buying. Okay, you will have rotations. You're not meant to do it, but I know there will be free money. Like I can't say, oh, I never ever buy this thing. Some of you guys are just going to be early to a celebrity meme coin. You know, I don't want you to do that, but I know some of you will, or any of the other trading opportunities. So next year, it's a net seller's year. Overall, it's a seller's year. I just don't want you to think, okay, you're only clicking sell, because if people who tell you that, by the way, other people have opposite views. They'll say, oh, that person told me to sell this year and these coins keep going up. They're wrong. Okay? So I'm trying to empower you, friends. Remember, evil tries to centralize. Evil wants to have all the power themselves. Okay? Good decentralizes over time. Good is sharing knowledge. Good is sharing wisdom. Okay? Gives them what I'm doing here for you. Okay? I'm trying to empower you. You see? Trying to learn the game. You have learned the game, man. Like, you know, highest value content in crypto. Wait till you see my next video. Wait till you see the next UFO video. We're going to be doing some investigations, okay? So, selling next year. Do you want to time it? You know only 5% of people can time it. Even if everyone knows when the thing is going to top ahead of time, they don't believe it. If let's say, you know, oh, it's topping out March. Only 10% are going to sell, 5% will buy back into early of that. So it's not realistic. A better approach, I'm not joking, a better approach is when things are going up, there's a lot of activity, and others BTC, I guess, is like here. Okay, you start peeling for yourself. You just go to everywhere. Don't, because if you try to look at each individual coin, you will never make a decision because you always want the coin to keep going up. Some coins peak early, middle, some peaks late now. So you have to decide that on yourself. You just trim off 1% a week, 1% a day. As long as you're doing that, you win. As long as you're doing that. See, think about what you don't want to do. What you don't want to do is watch your portfolio. So now this is 2025, yeah? You don't want to, you never take anything out, and then somewhere in 2025, you've got like, never know, $1.2 million. But it tops out earlier than you think. So now, you know this 1.2 million here? Now, you are like 500K. All right? So you don't get out here. Why? Because you took nothing out. You saw your portfolio with 1.2. Now you have about 500K. And then you believe, you're like, wait, I had 1.2. It says 500K now. I'm down $700,000. I'm not getting out. I'm not selling because you've been watching everybody buy dips for a long time. Unfortunately, what happens is the next 1, 2, 3 years of going down, okay? You see? You don't want to get into that spot. You don't want to walk into 2026 with this mindset of, oh, I'm down from the top. That's actually who loses, friends. When people actually go, man, I'm down from the top, that's it. You're finished. You're literally a dead man walking. Dead man, dead squirrel, dead woman walking. That's it. I'm being serious. Because you think that you were going to sell that. Like if you sold a day before, a day after, you don't have that P&L high tick, okay? So actually the best thing to do is, if you're trimming along the way, you never get to see this theoretical magical number on your portfolio that you're watching every single day hit this like imaginary infinite number high, okay? Because like I guess the talent will be next year is like when Euphoria comes, if you're able to let go. You have to be able to let go. That's why if you're letting go along the way, it makes it easier. Okay, so because look, friends, look how bad altcoins freaking did for the past 3 years, dude. You had 3 years. You could buy anything. Okay, you still have infinite time. Look at even PulseChain and PulseX and HEX, like the core coins, like they're still down after 3.5 years of people letting in their money. See what I mean? So I'm just giving you one example. Even ChainLink, friends. ChainLink had a recent bust upwards. Yeah, but its Link BTC still down 83% from 4 years ago. So I'll show you now. Look at this, man. See ChainLink, bro, you are down. You're still down 81% from August 2020. In fact, you have round tripped back to June 2019. Can you believe that? You're still down 20%. June 2019. 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh my gosh, 6 years, bro. You're down after 6 years. See? So don't forget that. Okay, hopefully we're up the top and there's a big fib level break and we go up there. You see what I mean? If you're trimming along the way, you're going to make it, friends. That's it. Okay? You've learned a lot today. Almost too much, some would say. Like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you soon.